In this video, I will mention some of the most fatal passives you probably didn't know about. These passives are not regular ones as they don't only increase hero firing range, damage, or health, and other common things, but they also serve unique purposes, which will make you understand the game even better. One of them is being Graviel's Revealing Shots passive. Graviel has always been full of amazing surprises, besides his main ability, of course, which is already outstanding. But the most unique thing about him is his passive, which reveals wounded enemies for a short time after shooting them, helping you to track enemy positions and take them down. With Graviel's long firing range, this can help you shoot enemies from a long distance using an enemy's fallen drone, for instance. I know it might not seem that important, but trust me, this passive can be a game changer on some occasions, especially since Graviel is all about positioning and perfecting every lineup. Even your movement should be precise and accurate. Therefore, his revealing shots are a huge bonus and a completion to his crazy gameplay mechanics. Moving to Scratch and his incredible flying shield. Many players might think Scratch's shield is simply for throwing at enemies, but it actually comes with an extra deep layer of strategic gameplay. Besides the fact that it ricochets off obstacles up to 6 times when fully upgraded, it can reduce the damage incoming from behind when it is on his back as well. For example, if you are wearing your shield on your back and some random Levi or Bertha started to shoot at you from nowhere, you can just turn around and use your shield for protection. I find this a truly impressive idea by the devs to see a passive in action, not just as stats and numbers behind the game. This is also a way to reduce hero ability spamming, meaning you can't just keep throwing your shield, but you also have to think about having it on your back to help when there's a hard gunfight. Next up is the demolishing Lord of Destruction and Chaos, Ramsay. Well, Ramsay is still one of the best heroes in the current meta, whether you liked it or not. His incombustible passive increases his weapon's fire rate and damage against armor and health when the weapon gets very hot. This can be super useful during those intense fights where every tiny little health and armor damage counts, allowing you to melt enemies before they even realize what happened, boosting his weapon performance even further and turning him into an unstoppable killing machine for a short duration. But don't let that make you think it doesn't come with a price. If you didn't cool down your weapon by using that button that looks like the reloading button, your weapon will start slowly damaging your hero instead of the enemy. You have to learn how far you can push your hero, and when you just need to sit back and relax. Blizzard is next, and there's only one passive that is broken, and that would be, without any doubt, Phase Shield. The unique thing about this passive is that it can block all damage coming from one shot, including the one-shot Killer Slayer. I know it's some sort of crazy to believe, but it is true. Blizzard has always been one of my favorite snipers because of her freezing mines, which allow you to slow enemies' movement and make them unable to use their abilities. However, the shield is diabolical, as it gives you that second chance to recover and deploy a freezing mine to defend yourself at the right moment. And by the way, I should mention to you that the shield will appear only after killing an enemy. The next passive we have belongs to the sneakiest rat in the game, Ghost. Ghost is known for his agile playstyle and elusive thoughts, which make him the top on the wanted list of best maneuvers. However, one passive that is pretty funny about him and has always got my attention is the King of Thieves. This passive lets Ghost and his teammates pick up ammo and other items very fast in the battle. In addition, it will increase your armor penetration, which makes it a perfect passive for those who like to rush in the early game. But this passive can work for your allies only if you are nearby. That's why, make sure to stay close when your allies are looting at the beginning of the game to help them save some time. The final unique passive we have on our list for this video is going to be Targeting by Slayer. This passive is literally the opposite of Smog's passive called Tank, Instead of increasing fire spread for enemies, Slayer's passive reduces fire spread for himself and his teammates when taking damage, making his shots more accurate for him and his allies. This passive is actually insane in some hero combinations, such as Satoshi, Leviathan, and even snipers like Firefly. Abusing this passive in the right hero combo can break the game for real.